Hello, for this TOK Exhibition video, I'm going to present with the prompt of are some types of knowledge more useful than others? The first object that I have chosen is my TI-84 graphing calculator, a simple tool providing a complex calculation and graphing for a user. Calculators are often expressed as a tool to support scientific knowledge. In everyday life as a student, the term calculation is often used to mean one result, coming from the systematic, pattern process as opposed to content-based knowledge such as history books or so. This mathematical knowledge is often seen as most logical and straightforward type of knowledge, defining the rules based on continuous studying and observation of symbolic patterns of input and output. However, sometimes some equations and calculations are undefinable, such as imaginary numbers I. Scientific methods cannot define their value, yet only recognize them as a symbol. In this case, the usefulness of a calculator calculating input and output is limited that the calculator, a logical machine, has something that it cannot identify. I chose this particular machine to include in this exhibition because while the calculator provides me the most accurate scientific-based knowledge based on my input, it is also the most simple, commonly found machine that processes the logical steps and patterns to bring out a promised output based on absolute rules and concepts agreed and shared by scientists and mathematicians. In this way, this calculator is both an important way of sharing scientific knowledge and calculations with people, but also of storing and sharing a logical pattern and discoveries that mathematicians have established through decades of shared research. This graphing calculator is the essence of scientific knowledge and procedural knowledge in one device. Just as I merge my enjoyment in mathematical calculation and my knowledge of how to calculate and graph the input variables together. In this way, using this calculator to process complex calculations becomes significantly valuable for the speed of solving progress of my mathematical problems and supporting me for a complex and time-taking process. The second object in my exhibition is a globe, a practical tool that displays the spherical shape of Earth and names nations and cities around the world. The globe is commonly known for providing content-based knowledge of the geographical form of Earth and nations. It is the most accurate way of demonstrating Earth in its original sphere-shaped form compared to other types of map. Therefore, it is known as the best type of tool to provide and understand the content knowledge of geography and name of the knowledge of the nations of the world. To geologists or students who need academic research of this world, this tool will be considered as more variable, more useful device that provides valuable knowledge for them to use. However, are the knowledge provided by this tool truly useful in everyday life and every aspect? In everyday life, precise knowledge about geography and name of the country that is at the other side of Earth is not commonly used. It only provides academic knowledge, which cannot be applied to our daily life. In this case, the information and knowledge gained from this globe can be considered as useless for most of the time, or at least less valuable than other commonly used knowledge. I chose this globe to include in this exhibition because it proves that despite this tool provides valuable content-based academic knowledge to the rightful user, such as researcher or students, the knowledge is not often used for most of the time during daily life or other section of academic research, such as literature or math. In this way, the value of knowledge that this globe holds varies greatly based on the time, situation, and the need of the user, which holds high value only when the user is in desperate need of the knowledge that this globe holds, but considered less valuable during most of the time when the user no longer needs such academic content. The final object that I have chosen is one of my novels, C.S. Lewis' fantasy novel, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which gives the reader entertainment and illustrates the author's belief in Christianity. Traditionally, books were often used to bring out not only content-based knowledge, but also an author's intention and belief, especially in novels. From simple news articles to popular novels, the author's intention in writing the book determines the author's perspective, plot, and character development. This kind of book provides useful conceptual knowledge, the idea, concept, and principles that the author implies to the text. However, reading the novel does not provide us a content-based knowledge as opposed to educational articles or academic papers. In this case, this book cannot be a reliable source of knowledge. It's full of author's philosophy and its own biases. I chose this particular book to include in the exhibition because the value of this novel differs based on what belief and knowledge that the reader has. His strong implication of Christian beliefs in his novel give high value to the Christian readers to understand the novel deeper. The book is useful at understanding Christianity and the reader's belief. However, when I do not have any of this primary knowledge, this book will be significantly less valuable. It will serve as a mere entertainment, unable to understand the author's intention within. This object shows that the usefulness of the novel depends on the situation and the purpose of the reader when reading them. If I wanted to analyze the author's intention and perspectives when writing this novel and investigate the knowledge he provided me, the novel will have significantly more value of knowledge to discuss and share. However, when I want to find logical data and information, content-based knowledge from this book, the knowledge of the novel will not be useful to me. All of these pictures are taken by me, which is just TI-84 graphing calculator, globe, and the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. Thank you for hearing.